Here at Middle Tennessee, Grant Newell leads Western Kentucky into this heated rivalry game against Blue Raiders super sub Sean Smith. The 150th all-time meeting between Western and Middle unfolds now. College basketball on CBS Sports Network is presented by Freshpet. This is the historic Murphy Center on the Middle Tennessee campus, the site of one of college basketball's best rivalries. Western Kentucky makes the 100-mile trip to take on the Blue Raiders in a rivalry that goes back more than 100 years. Welcome to Murfreesboro and the big rivalry between these two teams. Everyone's ready. Fans are here at Middle Tennessee. Dave Ryan alongside Ice Young, and you gotta love this intense rivalry game. This should be fun to watch.
Oh my gosh, I mean, rivalry games are the best, especially in the middle of conference play. It gives you a good measuring stick to see where you are, but also it means a little bit more. So I'm expecting these men to play with a lot of pride, a lot of intensity. Should be a good matchup.
Ryan Myers, Grant Newell for Western Kentucky. You've got to be a dynamic duo today for the Toppers on the road.
Oh man, talk about an inside-outside punch. Ryan Myers coming off double figures, but shoots 40% from the three, so can really stretch the floor. And then inside, it's Grant Newell, who's working more on his inside presence for the Hilltoppers. On the other side, for MTSU, it's Sean Smith, the guard, who has been fantastic for them as of late. In fact, he's coming off a season-high 19 points, doing it outside, knocking down threes, catch and shoot ready, but he can really stretch the floor and provide a nice balanced scoring attack for this team. And then defensively, it's Torrey Alston, and boy is he fun to watch. On the offensive glass, can get the putback and slam, and then defensively, it's a block party. I hope we're invited today, but he's on the cleanup crew and brings a lot of energy inside for Middle Tennessee.
All right, so when we come back to Murfreesboro, it is game time. The Blue Raiders swept the Toppers last year in both head-to-head games. Western wants revenge. Middle Tennessee looks to make 3 in a row against their arch rivals. We can't wait. Lineups and tip are next.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Freshpet. Healthy food fresh from the fridge. By Geico. It feels good to Geico. And by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
This is a series that goes back to 1914. At home, WKU leads 56-18, and on the road, 39-31 on the all Toppers. Lineups today, WKU's been without its top 2 scorers. Tegan Moore, Armella Boone, the last 2 games due to injuries. We talked about top of the show. Grant Newell going to be very important here today for Middle. Penn State transfer Jobin Carter, a big key today. Dynamic scoring threat for the Blue Raiders, who won 2 high school state championships in this arena. Today's key to the game brought to us by Freshpet. What do you think, guys?
All right, starting with the Hilltoppers, they must defend the 3 because MTSU likes to shoot it from the outside. And then good to great shot selection offensively. Can they get high percentage looks in the paint? On the other side, for the Blue Raiders to win the rebounding battle, particularly defensive rebounding of importance, and then defensively to be disciplined. That means getting back in transition defense. That means defending without fouling at a high level.
150th all-time meeting about to unfold here. Steve Devine, James Kern, Alan Sutton, on-court officiating crew, and here we go. Red versus blue. First possession for the Toppers from Bowling Green, Kentucky, 100 miles away. Lob to set. Rattles around and out there for Western down low. Trying to get it to Odiahi, the grad student, 6'11" from Ireland, and a foul call. WKU led by second-year head man Hank Plona, first Division I head coaching job. Assistant in 2014 that won Conference USA and went to the big dance. Carlos in trouble. Here's Alston. Lands looking for a big game today. From the free throw line, jumper short but rolls in.
Like the start there from Lands, getting into the heart of the defense around the logo area. Nice pull-up.
Transfer from Louisville and Arizona State. The team's leading scorer struggled a bit against Liberty here on Thursday. Flames won by 16 to win their 12th straight game. Lands the steal. Good hands on Unseld, lays it in for 2. And a great start for the Blue Raiders here. Jay Hackman, right on the paint, pump fake, gets caught. Unseld, thinking three and hits it. Cade Unseld, the redshirt freshman from Bowling Green, Kentucky, hometown kid, gets it going for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, how about the pass from Hackman inside and a good sign early for Unseld.
Carter, the Penn State transfer, can't spin that in with a right. Hackman, the rebound, the run out here. Avoids the travel somehow. Edelin on the baseline, the former walk-on, now scholarship player for Western Kentucky. WKU, so many injuries this year, been a huge problem. Lands in the corner, thinking three. Hits that, +1. Chance for a 4-point play for Kamari Lance.
Lance starting off hot here at home. Deep corner three. Doesn't get to land cleanly, but a chance for a 4-point play.
Nick McDevitt, head coach, Middle Tennessee, told us today we've got to have a lot more from our big stars like Kamari Lance. And clearly, Lance listened because he's off to an awesome start. With all the points for Middle here. 8 points for Lance. On the other end, Unseld's shot is way wide and off. And the fans here at Middle Tennessee will let him hear about it.
Yeah, and that's really the shot that Middle Tennessee wants you to take. A long contested three after pressure.
Unseld out quickly after uncorking that air ball. There's Devitt, your head coach here, tells us that limiting WKU's offensive rebounding and their pace of play will be huge factors. He brought his alma mater, UNC Asheville, to the NCAA tournament back in 2016. Western Kentucky likes to play fast and shoot fast. Middle likes the half-court style. And take his time through possessions. Oglesby for Loof from Leander, Texas. Outside Austin, nice take for two. Strong move for Chris Loof.
And that was over 2 defenders. Nice finish for Loof.
What a start here for Middle. Exactly what you want coming off a tough game against Liberty. Lands the overplay. Tennessee 4 or 5 shooting so far in the game. Something's got to change for Newell and company here. Myers, Western Illinois transfer with a left. It's way short. And Loof has the loose change.
And Myers couldn't really cut the angle and get a better look inside the paint. Good job defensively.
Toppers 1 for 5 here, partner, to begin the game. Loof, Coach McDevitt told us he's got to be more aggressive. Take it to the basket. Sometimes he's too generous, shares the rock too much. Can Lance keep it going? He's got 8 points already here. On the free throw line. 2 more! Oh my! 4 for 4, and all 10, or 10 of the 12 to begin the game here for the home team. Wow.
I mean, he just got right to his spot. Couple of dribbles, pulled up at the free throw line, and at 6'8", really had the size advantage over Myers.
Averages 13 a game here, Ice. Got 10 already.
He might get it today.
He might just get it in the next couple possessions before the first media. Grant Newell off the bench today. Western needs a huge game from him. Long range miss, Hackman. Alec Oglesby and company on the move. UNCW Cleveland State Stetson transfer. 4 stop. Lance. Finally missed one, but he was fouled. That's the reason. And 2 seconds shy of the first media. Lance shoots 2.
And lands on the pull-up. Watch him operate off the ball screen. Just shows really nice patience. 2 crossovers, and then pulls up right over Myers. And that is just tough to guard. Gives him a little too little on the way back.
Preseason All-Conference USA pick. We're seeing why. Grad student from Indy. And Coach McDevitt told us during the shoot around today, partner, when he scores early, we've got a chance for a great day. Well, he's scoring early. I'll say.
1,000%, and doing it a multitude of ways. We've already seen a steal, finish, free throws, also the pull-up, but this is the growth over Kamari's game in the last season. Up 5 points, 3-point shooting percentage, which is a huge area, shooting above 35%, and then his assists have picked up as well. Love to see players grow their game in different areas of their game throughout the offseason, and it's showing here this season.
Carmelo Boone, there he is, in for Western Kentucky, out. Ice, as we've learned here on the last 2 2 games, ankle problem. Team's leading rebounder 4 times this year already. Conference USA Freshman of the Week. Really valuable talent. Tegan Moore is still out. Team's leading scorer is back home in Bowling Green, recovering from a concussion suffered against Liberty.
Yeah, certainly good to see Boone on the floor.
Oh, lands with a big foul on Edelin as it steamrolls the much smaller Hilltopper, leading us to a timeout. Mari lands, brilliant start, slow to get up. But he has had a slow start. He's been awesome early. Catch this Western Kentucky squad back in action. They host Jacksonville State in another Conference USA battle coming your way Thursday night Easter right here on CBS Sports Network. Jack State, the Gamecocks, led by Mustafa El Mutau Akil from Morocco. Number 2 scorer in Conference USA. He's had an awesome season. 19 points a game. Some really good basketball at the JUCO level. 25 points a game. A couple years back, 5th in the nation in JC ball. Looking forward to that. We hope, Ice, that Kamari lands okay because he landed awkwardly when he collided with Edelin a moment ago.
Yeah, and in the middle of the floor trying to get back in transition, and honestly, Edelin did exactly what guards are supposed to do. Cut the defender off and then accept the contact.
Lands off to a fantastic start with 12. Wow. And back on the court, that's good news for Western Kentucky. Newell to take. Looking for 2 off the glass, the end, 1 foul on Loof down low. And Grant Newell, chance for a 3-point play.
I'd love to see this action early from Grant Newell, a player that's been working more on his mid-post scoring. Gets in the middle, the shot fake, and then uses the glass. That's a tough finish. Look at the patience here. And then the clean footwork.
Senior from Chicago, transfer from Cal in North Texas. Completes a 3-point play. Luka Jovanovic into the game, first time from Serbia, replacing Loof at the post position. Played really well here on Thursday. Very active defensively, altered a lot of shots.
He's exactly the energy you want coming off the bench.
This guy's been on fire. He's got 12 so far, 4 for 4 shooting for Lance. Hit his 1-3, overplay. Trying to find Jovanovic down low, good steal. Newell lost the handle in the paint, lands on the court again. Looking for the tie-up, there it is, ball goes the other way.
A rivalry game normally involves bodies on the floor, a ton of jump balls.
You've been in a few of those, your different stops, right? What was your best rivalry game?
Best rivalry game by far is when Duke came to our house when I was at Syracuse and we beat them. They were a top 15 team in the country, and at the time we were not. And by the end of that season, we were a top 20 team in the country.
There you go. I love it.
And it's always nice when you beat Duke.
Couple former Syracuse Orange here on the broadcast. Oglesby is hit, wants a foul, doesn't get one. It's out of bounds. Officials confer it was not deflected, and it goes the other way to Western Kentucky. Good chat with Hank Clona about this rivalry. He said it is intense. Our fan base loves it. But Devin and company trying to win 3 straight head-to-head after a sweep last year. Plays Kate up top. Grad student center from Nebraska at 6'11". 10 to shoot for Newell. Nice overplay from Smith. It's out of bounds. Ryan Myers and Smith play together at Western Illinois. They are good friends. And we spoke with both before the game. He said, yeah, we're texting, we're DMing, and we're saying I'm going to beat you.
Exactly.
We're not friends during the game.
Not at all.
Edelin on a bounce. Kata gathers. Kick out. Goes up top. Long 3 for Myers. Can't click. Back iron. Kata has a loose change in the corner and a fresh 20 here for Western. Needs some help. Jovanovic, nice overplay. Newell baseline, 10 on the timer. Back in on Alston, blocked. Tori Alston coming off a spectacular game here Thursday against Liberty with a double-double. 20 points, 12 rebounds. Passing off to Trey Green off the middle bench. Green can light up at 12 points, a couple threes against Jack State recently. That pass errant and was tipped, 10 to shoot.
A lot of communication defensively for Western Kentucky, especially because the Blue Raiders will run continuity, ball screens, flip screens, step-up screens. So you have to communicate at all times defensively.
What a start for Lance here. And back on the court, 4 for 4 from the field. A big number to keep an eye on is Western Kentucky's two-point shooting. They're 1 for 5 on 2 so far. Both coaches told us that'd be a huge number to look at. Sean Smith off the back iron out of bounds. And it goes to Western. High percentage 2, something that Hank Plona wants to see his Toppers do today.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of that already with Newell in the mid-post and getting into the heart of the defense. But it's really important, I feel like, for this team to have a balanced scoring attack. As much as you're looking to score inside, you also have to make open threes on the outside.
He said, if our juices aren't flowing for this game, something's wrong with us. We've got to be up for this game and ready. It's a heated rivalry. So far, Lands and company in control. K to the post up. And is out of bounds. Terrian Murdoch's a grad student guard on the baseline. The Texas A&M Corpus Christi transfer who won 2 Southland Conference tournaments. And 2 bids in the NCAA tournament. He's had a lot of trouble with that right knee. 2 different ACL tears. Missed 2 full years. And back, thankfully, for the Toppers this year in action. Whitlock had it blocked. Good closeout by Boone. 14 to shoot. Here's Lands. Gathers off the glass. His first miss. Jovanovic almost tipped it in. He thought that was basket interference against Western, but no whistle. Replay on for Murdix. Pump fake on the big guy from Serbia. Ansel has returned. Coach Plona told us no matter how many times he shoots it, we're going to tell him keep shooting. And he had one that was off, way off, but you got to keep your freshman confident, right?
And especially when you've already made one. Want to make sure the defense has to guard you.
Right on cue, there he is. Unseld in the corner, hits it. It's like we script things out, guys.
Cannot forget about him. And off the good ball movement from the Hilltoppers.
Like that confidence for the young man who is back in there.
Oh, you know freshmen. They don't know what they don't know.
That's right. 4th ranked high school senior in Kentucky. His last year, had a great high school career there. A lot of contact. Smith. Picks up his first foul against his old friend Ryan Myers. Transfer from Iona, Indian Hills, where he played for Hank Plona, and Western Illinois, the lefty, coming off a 12-point game against Kennesaw State. So the Toppers partner back in the game here.
Tell you what, I thought Keita off the bench inside gave them some really good minutes. Had a nice tip, caused a steal, and then got on the boards as well.
Odiah has returned. Started against Kennesaw State. Last game that Western played, his first start of the season. Take for 2. Carmelo Boone, that ankle looked just fine after missing 2 games with a twisted ankle for Western Kentucky.
Yeah, he is instant offense. Off the rip, squared up, and a nice finish.
8-0 run. Last 3:45 and counting here for Western. Middle has missed his last 4 shots. Toppers have lost 4 in a row. Blue Raiders have lost 3 of 4. Austin pump fake, low right block, looks for the and one and will. Shoot free throws here for the Blue Raiders. Leading us to a timeout from Murfreesboro. We're underway in Conference USA. Heated rivalry, 1 possession game. College basketball on CBS Sports Network is presented by Fresh Bet. All right, Ice, latest Conference USA standings. 1 game going on. This one, Missouri State leads Jack State 53-39. That's in the second half. Liberty's just been awesome. They were here on Thursday, winning their 12th straight game.
But everything about what they do is disciplined and with a high level of IQ. They pick you apart offensively. Obviously, Matheny is an electric scorer and a great 3-point shooter. Fun to watch. And then defensively, they're stingy as well.
Not so fun for Middle fans. He had 6 threes in the first half here the other night and tied his career best with 29 points en route to a 16-point Liberty win over Middle Tennessee. Liberty's off this weekend. A break for Richie McKay and the Flames. First time in school history they're 10-0 in a conference to begin their season. Austin fouled before the break. One more free throw here. Redshirt sophomore from Durham, North Carolina. Big KD fan, he tells us. Fourth double-double of the year came Thursday against Liberty. Misses two. Blaze Caden's return for Western has the rebound. Murdix for Heckman. Unseld is on the sideline out of bounds and turns it over.
And that has to be the most frustrating thing for a coach, I would think, because you draw up a play, it works to perfection. It's all on the shooter just to make sure they know where they are on the floor. Unseld did all the hard work, and it would have counted.
Another three for him. Whitlock lost out of bounds. Careless turnover there on the pass from Carter.
Yeah, that was LJ Hackman defensively. He leads the Hilltoppers in steals, and keep an eye on his ball pressure, especially on the guards for the Blue Raiders that do a lot in order to get their offense flowing.
8 points, 4 boards, 4 assists for Murdix, the last outing against Kennesaw State. They had a nice, healthy lead second half. Owls came back and stormed and won it. Boot up top, thinking about three. Too strong, heel the rim. And Carter tracks down the rebound here for middle. Robin Carter, team's third leading scorer, about 12 points a game. The take for Alston, the foul. And Alston's going right back to the free throw.
Carter looked like a ghost in the open floor, just weaving in and out of traffic, and a nice dump off to Alston.
Unseld picks up his second. Player of the Week, Conference USA, with a huge game against Murray State, 26 points and 16 boards at the MTE in the Cayman Islands.
Look at Carter here in the open floor. Quick behind the back, and then through 2 defenders, 2 steps, and a nice dump off right to his big, cutting in that dunker spot. Just the quick action and the nice pass.
Austin much more featured in the Middle Tennessee offense in the half court this year. He's almost double his stats from last season. Redshirt sophomore, but cannot click on the second free throw. Keep this a 4-point game. Hackman for Murdix. 10 to shoot. Unseld. Out of bounds. Newell spins. Pump fake. Blocked from behind. Loof got a piece of it. Alston there as well. Caden trying to clean up. And can't hit from short range. Rebound Alston. Lance had that amazing start, has that one knocked out of bounds off a leg, and right back to Western Kentucky.
Tell you what, I'm talking to Coach McDevitt for the Blue Raiders. He was worried about the offensive rebounding for Western Kentucky, and on that last possession, 2-3 opportunities. Just couldn't finish, but their activity on the glass is there.
Western leads in the O-board category early here, partner, 2-1. Keep a close eye on that stat. That on the 2-point field goal shooting for the Hilltoppers. Coach is emphasizing to us in the shoot around today. Take to the basket, miss there. That time from Hackman. Carter and company on the move. Here's Whitlock. One more for Lance. Floats, lobs, Alston up and away. Torrey Alston with a hammer. High flyer. Myers at the end, the lefty, the take for two. Nice move, nice response for Western.
That had Brooklyn written all over it. The Euro and the lefty finish.
Out of the borough of Brooklyn, New York. Big Jalen Brunson fan, he told us today. Lands on the end, gets a roll. Has 2 more, he's got 14 here in the first half of his team's 19 points, and we got a timeout.
And offense starting to pick up here in Murfreesboro. Both teams scoring in the paint. We'll be right back on the other side.
Bar Lands, 21 minutes, 5 points, 2 for 7 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3. Thursday against Liberty was not a big factor. He's the first to admit that when we talked to him after the game, but he has been a huge factor ice here today. How about the alley-oop connection with Alston?
Yeah, Alston operates along that baseline in that dunker position, and that is what he is there to do. Be emphatic at the rim, and he is so fun to watch. His quick hops, his athleticism, the length, and then talk about what we've seen from Lance, just the full total picture right now of his game and what he can do.
Man, 14 points, 5 of 6 shooting. A rebound, and we saw that fantastic dime a moment ago. On the alley-oop, hammer from Alston. Wow. Murdoch drives through traffic, baseline. Here's Boone thinking 3. Back iron miss. Loose change. Comes away to Green. 3 minutes, no points for Green the other night against Liberty. Looking to be a bigger factor here today against their arch rivals. It's out of bounds. Right back to the Toppers.
A couple of turnovers the Toppers have forced.
Robert Carter thinks that was off of a Western player and is pleading to Coach Nick McDevitt for a challenge, but Coach is going to hang on to that one. It's tempting sometimes, right? Got it now.
For sure.
Here's Edelman. Boone. Kick out. Unseld. 3 is short this time. And Smith, strong rebound on the baseline here for middle. Poke loose from behind. Boone a hand on it. Sean Smith regains. Here's Loof. Thinking 3. Can't connect from deep, out of bounds. And it sticks with Middle Tennessee.
Not a bad shot from Loof. Defense was trailing wide open and in rhythm.
He's hit 9 threes this year, about 30% from beyond the arc. Coach McDevitt told us today got to get more from him. 2 points, 4 boards in 17 minutes against Liberty. Wants him to be aggressive, take it to the basket. At 6'11". Big body down there, very physical player. Smith, super sub the other night here against the Flames. Way too strong. There's Loof on cue, had it blocked. Huge rejects it. Odiahi with a swat. 3 to shoot. Lands, launches. Flyer miss, unselled defensive glass for Western.
How about Odiahi on the block?
Here's Unseld in transition. The freshman can't get the 3 to go. Everything but down for him there.
It looked good.
Popped out. It did look good. He thought it was good. We thought it was good. And it's 14 points, 5 of 7 shooting. Kick out this time for Loof. The 3-2 strong. Foul on the positioning. On the rebound and push. We got a timeout. 6-point game here from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Conference USA rivalry. Odiahi with the swat. Marlins Ice, preseason All-Conference USA pick. Despite missing half the league schedule last year, coaches thought that highly of him with the fantastic abilities. Producing today, isn't it?
Man, from everywhere, doing everything here in the heart of the defense. Pull up at the free throw line, and then swiper, no swiping, gets a steal. Easy 2 in transition. And how about the corner 3? Sizes it up. That would have been an and one. He also made the free throw. And then one-on-one here. You're just not going to be able to stop me from getting to my spot. Pulls up over the defense. I like the attitude he's playing with.
5 of his team's 7 field goals made. We talked about the outing on Thursday and his desire to be more productive here today, head-to-head with Western. And man, has he delivered at this point of the game. 14 of his team's 19. But others are going to have to produce here. It can't be just one guy. Green misfires from deep. Here's Edelman. Got the rebound from Grant Newell. Career best for him this year, 11+ points a game. He's got to get involved. A little quiet so far. Edelman. Kick out. Here's Newell right on cue. Trying to make some noise. Unseld. Tap back to Edelman. Fresh 20 here for the visitors.
Notice how all 5 players for the Hilltoppers are on the offensive glass.
Keita almost walked. Fans thought he did. Keita by himself. A switch didn't work out well offensively for middle there. And easy hammer dunk.
Yeah, you could see the miscommunication happen defensively.
Transfer from Nebraska from Mali in Africa. Plays Keita. Alston. Nifty with a pivot foot, but can't get it to drop with the right hand.
Yeah, he lost his balance there just at the end.
Need a little pass first guard. A lot of minutes with the injuries they've suffered. There's Newell. Can't click from deep. Move tracks down the rebound. For Middle Tennessee.
And Newell wants to set up his game with this 3 first, knocking down an outside shot, and then that hopefully opens up everything else.
Sean Smith, season best 19 points off the bench against Liberty Thursday. He's been really quiet. Hasn't taken a shot yet. It's been Land's game so far. Ross handle that time baseline, near tie-up. Still no whistle. Edel in the effort. Smith trying to recover the loose change. 4 to shoot. Here's Smith. Up top for 3. Way long. And Cada has the volleyball rebound for Western Kentucky. Off that great start. Middle seems a little disjointed. Myers isn't. Spot up 3 from deep. Ryan Myers cans it. And look at that. 19-18 game. Middle has missed his last 8. And 2 for its last 14. They're scoring drought ice at 4 minutes.
That's like you said, they need somebody else other than Lands to pick up the offensive intensity.
Well, here's Lance through traffic with 3 guys on him. And he's tied up without a foul called. Nick McDevitt is limit.
Yeah, and looking from my angle on that play, I thought that was the correct call. He went right into traffic. Players got hands on the ball. Watch, he goes right into traffic here. 2, 3 players around. And then a good job by Unseld. He just grabs the ball, ties him up. I think you can call that a jump.
All right. Would have been Unseld's third, so good thing there for Western Kentucky. Man's 5 of 7 shooting, 14 points. Who else is going to step up? That's the question. Boone, ankle looks good. Nice take on the baseline, no roll. Tipped up, not there either. And Lands has the rebound. Carter back on the court here for Middle. Jevon Carter through traffic. No roll though on the layup. It's out of bounds and goes the other way to Western.
That would have been a nice fast break opportunity for the Blue Raiders. Carter trying to go coast to coast.
Said he learned a lot in his 1 year from Ace Ball when the star at Penn State, former Defensive Player of the Year in the Big Ten. About what it takes to make a good read and the consistency at the point guard spot when he's at the 1. Let's see about a challenge potentially here. Challenge for Middle Tennessee. Back in a moment. Nick McDevitt, head coach Middle Tennessee, has challenged the out-of-bounds call. Coach is allowed to challenge specific calls during the game, including out-of-bounds calls, basket interference, goaltending, and restricted area violations. What do you think here?
Not really sure. It's
Looks like also to me on that angle.
yes, it does. Unless he hit a hand through. Unless he went through the hand.
That's physically tough to do.
Yeah, it's an interesting point to challenge. I've been thinking about this a lot because on our side of it, we obviously need to know the rules and what challenges can look like. See, from that angle, though.
That's a different angle, isn't it?
I
Might be off Odiahi here.
Yeah, I agree.
It's called off of Alston, and in fact, it's going to be middle ball here. The challenge upheld.
So that was my next statement was challenges are okay to be used early if you win them.
Have to have a timeout to use one. Challenge restored. And does not lose the timeout. All right, clarification from the Encore crew here today in Murfreesboro to make it official. Good challenge.
Definitely. I think the ones I've seen questionable early in the season come when there's not enough evidence, right, to make it conclusive, and then coaches hate that they lost one.
Love the new rule. Inbounds play for Alston from Carter. Up and away. Look out below. Electrifying high flyer.
Oh my goodness. Cannot wait to watch that replay. Woo!
Murdix, good hedge. Jovanovic, good pass down low, and a nice finish for Blaze. Cada's second field goal of the first half.
Yeah, that's a good Hilltoppers to attack the hard hedge and find the inside presence.
How about that out-of-bounds set? Jobber Carter and Alston. Here's Alston again, right to the basket. Ooh. This time he just gets snuffed out. Cada was there and said no.
Cada bringing a brick wall inside. Come on, big man with the presence.
Wow. You saw the white up there from Alston. Knew it was going to be a big jump. And sure enough, Blaze Cada a couple field goals, and that massive block on Torrey Alston, leading us to a timeout.
Yeah, it's the slam inside, though. Off the baseline, out of bounds action. Alston slips the defender. Boom! And it's a big one inside. We'll be right back.
It's college basketball presented by Fresh Bet on CBS Sports Network. 150th all-time meeting between these two rivals, separated by 100 miles, Middle and Western, 1-point game. Two left ice, that's it. Arizona beat Arizona State today. Miami's in a battle with Northern Illinois, up by 2 at halftime. The Redhawks, Travis Steele, first ever MAC team to go 21-0 in league history, have been tested many times as part of this awesome win streak.
We call them the Fighting Wally Zerbiaks in the CBS studio. Kind of rooting for the Redhawks now. He's got me on their side, on the bandwagon now.
What a year.
Yeah, what a story. You love to see it.
Guys, tell you all about it on AT&T The Half with Brent, Chris, Emeka, and John. Getting up to date with everything happening in college basketball on this busy Saturday. There's Unseld staying busy. Top of the key, rattles in the long-range shot.
You talked earlier about the confidence from Unseld, and you can see it. When he finds a little daylight, he is looking to pull the trigger.
First lead today for Western. Carter trying to change that. Cada has the rebound. Middle start of this game, partner 5 for 6 from the field, 3 of 18 since. Unseld trying to stay hot. In the corner, the freshman's got it. It's a 3. Cade Unseld has got 3 triples today.
And that started with the point guard in Murdix. He was intentional about getting Unseld the basketball to spot up.
Another steal. Boone for Murdix. Tied up by Carter, bodies everywhere. Unseld the dive. A lot of physicality there with James Dent Jr., the grad student guard, getting some playing time. Wow. This is a rival, and we've got a timeout. 25-21, Western, a 7-0 run. We're back in 30 seconds. Coach McDevitt, Middle Tennessee, not happy with the officials, arguing his case vehemently about the tie-up we saw a moment ago. And a great effort by Unseld. Icy's been everywhere today, hitting shots and hustle points as well for the freshman.
Yeah, hunting his shots, getting out in transition, getting to that deep corner. I love when shooters really look to stretch the floor, but especially in the corners.
Pump fake this time. Step back. How about another one? Yes, indeed! Cade Unseld's got 4 in the first half from long range. A redshirt freshman from right there in Bowling Green, Kentucky, a hometown kid.
Yeah, how about the shot fake, expecting the defense to close out. It's a nice bucket.
15-2 run, Western Kentucky over the last 4+ minutes here. Dent for Loof. He'll drive in, kicks, Alston. Trying to knife through traffic. Cade in the tie-up again! He's been everywhere defensively. Nick McDevitt is just incredulous that yet again, Blaze Cade has tied up one of his Blue Raiders trying to drive to the basket.
Yeah, the 6'11" brick wall. Watch him here just wall up. And then close space so Alston couldn't go up and under, and then tied the ball up. That's great defense from the grad student.
You know, it's a heated rivalry game to see a lot of tie-ups, right? The guys on the floor, the extra effort. Mans is back. Briefly wasn't going to check in. He's back down the baseline. Oglesby's return. Nick McDevitt trying to find a good combo here. 2 to shoot into the corner. Shot lands, a miss. Loof. Offensive rebound at the free throw line. Here's Carter on the baseline. Another miss from Middle. They are ice cold. The last 5 and 1 for their last 15 Wow, Boone drives. Hanks can't hit. Kate a hand on it. Comes away to Javin Carter. Lands off the brilliant start. Cole sits. Falling away is fouled. And pushed on the play.
I like the aggressiveness by Lance. See one-on-one in your path. Felt like he could get a good look at it or draw the foul.
LJ Heckman's second partner. JC transfer from Jones College in Mississippi. Started the last top game against Kennesaw State. 10 points, 4 boards, 3 assists. Was very effective in that loss to the Owls. Lands one more free throw.
Tell you what, something we haven't pointed out yet in this half is the defense from 3 by Western Kentucky. Middle Tennessee is 1 of 9. This is a team that shoots over 35% as a team.
Marcus Whitlock, transfer from Kennesaw State and Cowley College. JC in Kansas has returned to the Blue Raiders. 3 new toppers in. Miss, lands on a free throw. Has the rebound. Has a roll. And he's got 16 points.
Yeah, much needed.
WKU's hit 4 of its last 5. Murdoch's the tank with the lefts for 2.
Keeping the defense honest. A true point guard facilitates first and then calls his own number when he sees daylight.
Coach Quad told us yesterday that Murdoch has probably never lost 4 straight games in his life. A 4-game losing streak here for Western. Coming off the ACL tears. There's a reach and a foul. Odiahi picks it up. That's his 3rd. So on the court to replace the very effective Blaze Keita. He's going to come right back in. Since Odiahi's got 3 personals here. With a $1-2 to go in our first half. Back to Loof. Start every game this year, all 20. A chance to play in his home state of Texas, a game against UTEP earlier this year. Played really well in front of family and friends. Misses the front end.
And if I'm the Hilltoppers here, I would keep trying to find the shooter in Unseld. While he's hot, hit him.
Blue Raiders 4 of 10 for the free throw line. That's a problem. Murdoch's knifing through traffic, leaves for Kate. It's out of bounds. 9 to shoot. Good hands on the rotation defensively for Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, Murdoch's tried to go with the shovel pass. I thought maybe he would have thrown it high and looked for a lob action.
Unseld going to stay in bounds. Tiptoes the sideline, 5 to shoot. Kate up for Newell. 2 on the timer. Newell's got to launch that one over Alston. Almost banked it in. Murdoch's the long rebound at the free throw line and a fresh 20 on the board here. Shot clock differential about 11.
Yeah, that's an important offensive rebound. Have the chance to go up double digits here.
Murdoch's through traffic. Kicks out for Newell. 3 in the corner. Back iron miss. Whitlock knocks it ahead. Shot clock turned off here for Alston. 10 seconds for Carter. Transfer from Penn State with 4. ISO. Javin Carter. Driving through traffic. Doesn't get the roll. There's the horn. No whistle. A lot of contact. 20 minutes in the books.
And a back and forth affair, but Western Kentucky got the most of it in the first half.
Finishing out with a 12-2 run ice and a lead of 30-23. Halfway home in the 150th all-time meeting between these 2 arch rivals. Stay tuned for AT&T at the half right after this. It's the most played rivalry in the history of Middle Tennessee basketball. 150th all-time meeting. The series that goes back to 1914. It's been a minute. 30-23 halftime score. Western lead on Middle. Welcome back, Dave and Ice. Wow, Kamari Lambs was awesome getting the game for the Blue Raiders. First 14 points for his team, but Kate Unseld and Western had the last laugh in the first half, didn't
they? We saw the score start to really get hot there. And basketball is a game of runs, and both teams made their runs. But it was really Western Kentucky's shooting that was the most impressive in the first half. Unseld, the freshman, with 14 points, efficient 4 of 7 from 3. And then Lance has just been doing everything for the Blue Raiders, but he needs somebody else to come be the Batman or the Robin to him being Batman.
Hasn't happened yet. Devin is Blue Raiders will try to change that in half number 2. Our numbers here, Ice, through the first 20. Bench points glaring for Western Kentucky.
The push from the bench being the extra spark, but in fact, I felt like sometimes when the Hilltoppers went to the bench in the first half, they increased their level of play, and that is always a luxury for a head coach. How about the 8 assists as well, sharing the basketball at a high clip?
It's a doubleheader today with Western and Middle. The women played earlier today, and it was all Middle Tennessee in that first game. 81-58 here at the Murph on the Middle Tennessee campus in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Lots of fans here for the women's game as well. Very cool atmosphere for each. 30 points combined. Unseld lands. Other scores in this game, 23 combined points. So who else is going to step up for both teams here in the second half? Let's find out. Boone starts half number 2 for Western. Coming off the ankle injury. Murdoch's reverse layup for 2.
Murdoch's head coach Hank Plona said he's a good PG with a nice mentality. He gets involved, but he gets others' shots early and then starts to take over later.
He don't want to put too much pressure on himself to score too much. Alston the take, looking for 2. He is fouled on the way to the basket. Tori Alston shoots 2 here for the home team.
And to your point about the pressure from Terrion Murdoch's, I mean, it's been a couple of games now where they've had their top leading scorers out, and so as the point guard, and then especially as a veteran on this team, he's trying to bring more from the facilitating and getting others good shots, but then also scoring himself and learning new teammates, right? I mean, without the 2 starters that have been out for this team, you have to find what shots other players like, and so you're seeing a little bit of that chemistry also start to form.
1 for 5 now, 2 for 6 from the line. Tennessee 5 of 12 shooting for the free throw line. That has got to change in half number 2 if they're going to win this game. Still no Tegan Moore to Ice's point. He's back home in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Concussion protocol. Team's leading scorer. 17 plus points a game. Boom! Is back in the lineup and hits the top of the key jumper.
And they are happy to have Mello Boone back and got the start here in the second half.
From Lexington, Kentucky. Loof up top, thinking 3, misfires.
And I don't know if that's the shot that the Blue Raiders want that early in the shot clock. They can get that 10 seconds later.
Boom, tough shot himself over Alston. Carter tracked down for Loof. Good save for Job and Carter on the baseline.
I'd like to see Carter get downhill.
Here's Carter up top. Can't splash a 3. Unseld has a defensive rebound. Cold shooting that ended the first half for Middle continues beginning the second half. Murdoch's weaving through traffic. Circles the wagons.
You know, we laugh about that, but that's something that they've been working on, right? Rather than getting in traffic and shooting a back shot or turning it over, Coach Plona has been telling them, just keep dribbling through and then find something else.
It's worked so far. Nice cut, Carter for 2. The vision, the feed from Alston.
That possession for sure had more ball and player movement. Feel like the Blue Raiders offense has been a bit stagnant.
Carter partner 1 for 7 shooting. Won 2 high school state championships in this arena. Alcoa High School, not far from Knoxville, about 2.5 hours from here. His family and friends come to his games at Middle in the quarter. Unseld. Too strong on a 3. Alston weak side rebound. Here come the Blue Raiders.
That was a tough angle for Unseld.
Alston feed, Loof the finish. Back to back. Perfect dives from Alston. And Loof doesn't miss from point blank range.
Paint points, something Coach told us he wanted from his squad.
We've got 20 of those to 14 for Western at this point of the game. All important PIP stat. It's in the paint. Murdoch's gets the screen from Cada. Murdoch's hangs and is fouled.
You can see here on this action, just coming along the baseline, they forget about him underneath. And a good job by Loof to stay available and ready.
2 NCAA tournaments for Terrion Murdoch's. Texas A&M Corpus Christi, the Islanders, back-to-back Southland Conference Tournament champions. Played there for Steve Lutz, who was the head coach at Western for 1 year, 2 years ago. Hank Plona, an assistant on that staff. In his 1 year in Bowling Green, they won the Conference USA tournament. And Plona took over when Coach Lutz went to Oklahoma State. That's how it works, right? Be the microwave as a coach, too. Win in 1 year, move on.
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, winning formulas, right? Have the formula and then be able to plug and play different players to be successful. And it's been a tough season for them, obviously, with the injuries. He's had to tinker lineups, find out what works. But these guys came to play on the road today.
Works for Southland Conference Defensive Player of the Year, Knute All, for Western Kentucky. Now that he's healthy off of 3 knee injuries. Pick and roll from Loof. Alston goes downhill, elevates, tries to hammer off the back iron. He lowered that shoulder. Defenders crumbling, but Alston couldn't finish it. That was a man's move down low. Woo! Some power. Edel up top. Looks there for Myers off the bench for Western. 7 to shoot. Unseld up top. Over Carter. Everything would go down. Jonathan Carter. Lobs. Loof. Up and away with a hammer. Chris Loof.
Something about the halftime conversation must have got Loof going, because you can see there's just a different energy.
Work down low. Odiahi spins but can't hit. And a rebound for Oglesby. Western's missed his last 5. Jonathan Carter thought about a step back. Deep shot on the wing. Lands up top, front iron miss. Odiahi, defensive rebound, the Old Dominion transfer out of Ireland.
Mismatch inside.
Myers for Newell. 2 players we had a spotlight on to begin the broadcast. Loof could overplay rotation, trying to get the strip. Odiahi loose change. Back iron on the righty runner in the paint. Lands by himself. Drives in. Spin cycle, spinorama for 2. Nice. He's got 18. First 2, second half for Kamari Lands. Edelin lobs. Trying to get that to Odiahi. He was too strong. He almost went in the basket.
Yeah, a little too much mustard on the lob.
Lands.
Ooh, good pass.
Loof. Nice look. Fouled. Shoots free throws when we return to Murfreesboro. 4-point game.
Inside, you better watch your head, as the kids say. It's Loof with the 2-handed slam.
That was something. College basketball on CBS Sports Network is presented by Fresh Pet. Tomorrow 4 Eastern, CBS Sports Network serves up Major League Volleyball. Got some of the best players in the league squaring off as the Omaha Supernovas take on the Grand Rapids Rise. Great volleyball coming your way. Great second half of basketball still to unfold here from Murfreesboro. And Tori Elliston, partner, was awesome here on Thursday in the game against Liberty. His 4th double-double of the season. He's got to be a bigger factor. He's got 6. Loof has got 6. 2 for Carter. That's it. No bench points for Middle Tennessee. It's been Land's story all day.
I mean, 18 points in this game so far for Lands. Really doing it in a multitude of ways. And Alston brings really good energy. Here's Land's last bucket. Watch the double crossover and then the spin cycle. Now you see me, now you don't. The finish inside. I'm partial. I love the spin move. I think it is like the best thing ever created in the game of basketball.
Is that a big part of your game when you played?
It was. It was.
Knifing through traffic into the paint and spinorama. It's awesome, right? Loof hits both free throws, partner. Odiahi, by the way, out of the game. 4 fouls for him. First player to 4 personals in this game. The rest of the team beyond Lands, 14 total points and 6 of 25 shooting. So who's it going to be to step up? Murdix with a right. Partially blocked. Alston a piece of it. Kate up. Now plays the post for Western. Boone the miss on the baseline. Loose change for Alston. I mean, to me, it's got to be him, Tori Alston.
I also believe Carter. I mean, we've seen some really good stuff with him off the pick and roll.
Alston, the feed from Loof, is foul on the way up. That's a good foul for Ryan Myers. Otherwise, that's another highlight posterization slam. And Alston has struggled from the free throw line as well.
And this came off the pick and roll action. Get it down to Loof, and then Alston cutting without the basketball. Creates an opportunity for himself at the free throw line.
6.2 points, 5.2 boards a game last year. Way up this year and way short in that first free throw. Shoots 69% from the line. He struggled today. His 2 made free throws. So a big jump for Alston. For a great jumper. This guy's awesome. 19 career double-figure games for him, but misses a pair. Strange rebound. Here's the want-to. Takeaway from Myers. He's running. Goaltend. Count it.
Good attempt by Loof. A second or so late, but Myers forcing the issue with numbers, and yeah, that's an easy one to call.
Team's 4th leading scorer, 10+ points a game. 4th stop for him, 1 at JUCO. And a really important piece for Western this year. There's Carter from the elbow hits. I said it, Carter did it.
I'm telling you, he operates off the ball screen so well, has a really nice pace, and then can also make the mid-range shot.
Plays Kana, pick and roll. Into the corner. Hits Boone for 3.
Hello, Boone. We've seen him score on the inside, also has a 3-point presence.
13-3 of the year. Loof, good seal, good finish down low, and he's really showing up in the second half for Middle Tennessee.
Telling you, Coach Nick McDevitt called it, said we need more from him, and he has been a force since the half.
All of a sudden, he's in double figures.
And high percentage looks, Rhino. He is getting high percentage looks.
Verdicts around Loof. Push pass into the corner. Missed this time, long range Newell. Ball goes the other way to Western Kentucky. First time we're going to see Cade Stinnett, JUCO transfer, a D3 transfer from Central College in Danbury, Kentucky.
One of the hard workers of this team. Call him a culture kid, if you will. Just does the right things, brings the right energy. And his teammate, Grant Newell, had a lot to say about him.
A lot of good stuff, right? Smith back in the game here. Handles up top. Jovanovic has returned as well. Big man from Serbia. In the corner for Alston. 10 to shoot. Run into there. A lot of contact with Ryan Myers, who picks up his 2nd foul. And Alston's shaking up a bit.
Yeah, a ton of contact. Actually over the shoulders, and Myers here trying to blow up the handoff. Completely collides with Alston. Catches him on the arm.
Official stopping play. Potential to upgrade the foul from just a common to either an F1 or F2. Take a closer look here, partner, on the replay from our great crew. See if there's something extra on the contact there from Ryan Myers. Take a break. Talk more about that when we return to the Murphy Center on the Middle Tennessee campus. All right, Ryan Myers could see an upgrade to the foul from common, either flagrant 1 or flagrant 2. Definition as the officials have stopped play and going through a video review here. What do you think, Ice?
Yeah, definitely a common foul. I don't think there was anything with intent or malicious or unnecessary contact.
Rule Uncommon foul. As I correctly predicted. Pretty clear there. Great look from our crew. Just fighting through contact on the pick. And we resume. So middle ice end of the first half shooting 4-22. The second half, 6 out of 10. The game has really turned here. One key reason, play of Chris Loof. And the game for now, 10 points for Smith, the transfer. Looks for Jovanovic, a freshman. Here's Alston. Elevates through traffic, gets a roll. He's up to 8 on 3 of 6 shooting.
Tell you what, really nice play call there. Jovanovic set a screen in the middle of the paint, so Alston had a lane to finish.
Myers, former Iona Gale, played for Rick Pitino. 2 Coach P's. Ancona at JC and Rick Pitino at Iona. Quite a career path, that's for sure. In the corner, Marcus Whitlock, JC transfer free for his first 3 of the game. And Middle Tennessee has got the lead.
Yeah, really nice execution out of the timeout. Another screen set by Jovanovic to get someone open.
That's why the young man deserves court time, right?
I'm telling you, the little things that don't show up on the stat sheet, Rhino, but they make a difference.
Coach Solstaff, the shoot around here this morning. Unseld answers on the other end. First point, second half for Kate Unseld, up to 17 points. And now a career best 5 threes made.
Cannot lose him. You can see it, he is just in the zone.
Whitlock kick up. Green, free. Empty jumper. Too strong, Whitlock. Offensive rebound, fresh 20 here for the Blue Raiders. Green. Here's Alston, 6 to shoot. ISO for Alston. On the freshman Unseld. Contact and one more trip to the free throw line. Tori Alston. However, Ice, he's only 2 for 8 from the charity stripe here today.
Yeah, certainly forced the issue going up against Unseld. Gave him a couple of moves and contact right to the body.
3 fouls on Kate Unseld. And Alston right back to the free throw line. Did 5 blocks in the game last year, most by a Conference USA freshman all season a year ago. High flyer, really electrifying talent for Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, and it's the reason they're still in this game right now. You pointed it out to me, but Middle Tennessee only 2 of 14 from 3. This is a team that averages over 35% shooting from 3. So the fact that this game is tied and they haven't been able to score how they normally do, it's impressive.
A couple boards away. Free throw for Alston from another double-double.
For the young kids watching, free throws is up to you. You got to practice those.
Murdoch drives, reverse layup for 2. How about that move? Terry on Murdoch. That was sweet. You're right, partner. Practice the free throws.
That's all up
Austin's
to
4
you.
10.
Yeah, it's all up to you. It's just about practice, rhythm, and the mental.
It's out of bounds. Lost the handle baseline. Turnover to Western.
Look at this drive to the paint here from Terrion Murdoch. Gets a step on his defender and then goes to the other side of the rim for a sweet finish. That is tough to guard.
First team all Southland Conference. Defensive Player of the Year, all defensive team a couple years back. And A&M Corpus Christi. These guys overcome some serious knee injuries. Missed 2 full years with ACL tears. That's courageous to come all the way back. You know that you have knee injuries yourself. It's not easy, right? Boone for 3. Wow! Mellow Boone, a deep triple.
He's feeling it. Happy to be back on the floor after missing 2 games.
Lands electrifying to begin the game. Trying to get going here. Under 10 to go in the second half. That's way short, out of bounds.
That has legs written all over it. In the first half, that would have worked. It would have been a bucket. But second half, you got to think about your legs, elevate a little bit more. It was a good move. You mentioned it, though, going back to your comment about Murdoch being out for 2 years. I tell you what it taught me being out for a couple years with ACL injuries, to appreciate the game. Sometimes we just think that we're supposed to get up and be able to play basketball, and so it gives you a real appreciation for being able to bounce that ball and doing something you love.
Yeah, well said. Hackman, spin move in traffic, and he's fouled on the way to the basket.
Starting to see the guards for Western Kentucky heat up a little bit. Boone knocked down a three, Murdoch's getting to the rack, and now Hackman at the free throw line.
Tries for his first points and a couple of rebounds, couple of assists for L.J. Hackman, junior from Columbus, Mississippi. 2 years JUCO there at Jones College. Has one more. First team All-American at JC. 11 20-point games at that level for him. Boone out, playing really well coming off the injured ankle. And one more free throw for L.J. Hackman. 2 years at JC, his Bobcat teams had a record of 57-11. So he's done a lot of winning at that level. Wants to help Western win here today on the road. Cage Stinnett back in. Foul call. Right on cue for Stinnett. Picks up the block.
And this might have been close. On first look, I thought I saw an extension of the arm from Carter. Watch that left arm on the inside. Extends at the end, but maybe the foul was before.
One more for Carter. Stinnett from Bowling Green, Kentucky, their hometown kid. From Center College in Danville, Kentucky.
That's where my family's from.
Is that right, Danville? There we go.
Deep South is what they tell me.
You're a South Jersey person, so.
To me, that is South.
I mean, you're South. All right, brief appearance for Stinnett, out for now. And Myers returns. Big Jalen Brunson fan, he told us today. Huge Knicks fan from Brooklyn. Foul called near the timeline. Stinnett lands there together. First for Alston today.
Alston here on the foul, trying to get it in transition. Don't really want to waste one there.
Murdoch will drive. Trying to kick in the corner, good rotation. Whitlock saw it and stole it for middle. Alston head of the pack. Loof trails. Gets physical offensive foul, Chris Loof. Great job to draw the charge. 2 on Loof.
And Newell just read it well. Could see that he was starting to gather and then just slid, beat him to the spot. You don't have to be set. You just got to have and be in that space first. Good defense from Grant.
The Raiders 5 for their last 7. WQ has hit its last 3, and we've got a timeout here. We have a review coming up, and we'll learn more about that when we return to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. No upgrade to the foul on Chris Loof. Common foul, offensive charge. We'll review that in a moment. 51-46 game here. As we revisit Ice, your keys to the game, brought to us by Fresh Pet.
Yeah, Hilltoppers have done a great job defending the 3. 2 of 14 is MTSU, and then shooting 42% from 2-point field goals. That was a specific key to their game. In terms of the rebounding battle for MTSU, it's +8, which they're doing a great job of, especially in this half. And then only 2 players with 2 fouls, so not in a lot of foul trouble. I think both teams doing a good job.
Officials a moment ago, Ice looked at this call, thought there could potentially be an upgrade from a common foul to an F1 or F2 on Loof, as he got really physical with Grant Newell, but it is a common foul. He did throw that elbow, but not enough.
Yeah, not enough.
Upon review. And
I think the more important thing is when he went to initiate the contact, his elbow was closer to his body and not extended.
Hackman crosses the timeline. Murdoch for Unseld. Newell on the set. It's out of bounds. On the baseline, turned over.
I thought Newell should have went right up off the pass rather than come down with it. I thought he should have just tried to finish in the air.
Cada in, Unseld out for now for Western. Turnovers 9-7. Middle Tennessee +2 on the miscues. 10 for Lou, 4 of 8 shooting tonight. Only Alston can catch that pass. Was way up there. Lou hands to Whitlock, 8 to shoot. Alston, spin move, lost his footing though. Travels a call.
Austin has to realize that defensively, Western Kentucky is backing up. They are letting him shoot the mid-range shot if he wants it, and they are backing up in the restricted area trying to guard him if he goes to dunk. He's got to be able to hit the jump shot. At least shoot it. Even if you don't make it, at least shoot it to tell the defense that you have to guard me here.
Keep the defense honest, right?
Yeah.
55% from the field. You're right, only 1 of 9 from 3 all year. That's not a threat from beyond the arc for Tori Alston.
Yeah, but the mid-range from 12 feet away, you got to shoot that.
Newell can shoot it from 3 up top. Grant Newell, 35th 3 of the year for him, the Cal North Texas transfer.
He's got a good-looking shot and a nice release.
It's a big make. All of a sudden, it's 8. Under 8 to go for Murfreesboro.
Tell you what, the defense by the Hilltoppers guards have been tremendous. I mean, their ball pressure is exceptional.
Carter feeling that right now. In traffic, runner too strong. Newell runs the court. Here's Boone. On the trail. Back for Newell, looking for back-to-back threes, too strong. Look at Boone up high. That's why he's a leading rebounder. The freshman with some elevation in the offensive glass. And a foul call.
This team starting to turn it up offensively. And this just really good half-court offense. The roll, the replace, Newell just a little bit outside of the 3. And Coach Plona loves it.
Newell last year, North Texas, 36 games, 36 starts. The team made the second round of the NIT. One-year player at Western Kentucky doing some good things in Bowling Green. There's a timeout of the court, 8-point lead for the Toppers. CBS Sports Network's coverage of college hoops continues next. Back-to-back Missouri Valley showdowns. Trey Coast Bradley, followed by Murray State, taking on Belmont at 8 Eastern. And later cap the night with a Mountain West clash. New Mexico travels to Northern California to take on San Jose State at 10 Eastern. All right, tournament resumes. Belmont, CBS Sports Bracketology today has them as a 12 seed out of the Valley. Murray State out for now. Two really good teams coming head-to-head.
Going to be a good matchup. I love this time of year because teams want to be playing their best basketball, especially down the stretch in February. And these two teams fighting for something.
One of these kids have been around for all the games today.
Been a good day of hoops.
It's great. It's freezing cold outside. It's about 20 degrees in Murfreesboro. And we hope everyone stays safe with a storm coming. North Carolina, Virginia. Hope you can hunker down. Here's Newell.
ISO look.
Left to the paint. High advantage on Carter. Turnaround jumper way too strong. Offensive rebound. Gator kept it alive for a moment. Works up top. Here's it. Can't hit it. On the baseline. Newell battles and has it.
They just want it more. I feel like rivalry games right now, sometimes offensive rebounds and putbacks come down to heart and hustle, and it feels like the Hilltoppers want it more.
19 to shoot. What an effort. We're seeing some unpleasantries exchange. It's heating up a little bit.
Let's go. Let's get chippy. This is what it's about. This brings out the best. Especially a guy like LJ Hackman, who is known for defense, known for bringing that energy and being disruptive. You can tell he feeds off of making players uncomfortable. It's a nice matchup between him and Carter.
We'll play again.
And a steal.
On Valentine's Day. Probably not a lot of love exchange. We're just guessing. Just guessing. Steal, here's Unseld, other end. Short on 3. Carter, long defensive rebound. And the run out for middle. Short on the runner. Loof trails, can't hit it. And almost steamrolls his teammate. Boom, up and away on the other end. Got free hammers for Western Kentucky. 7-0 top of run.
This is an important possession. They need to score here and stop the bleeding.
Leading a dozen all of a sudden. Alston baseline, harassed by Unseld, foul call.
In transition, Boone, get out the way. Assertive. Nobody stepped up, making business decisions.
First Western freshman since former superstar Charles Bassey, 2018-2019, to have multiple double-doubles in a year. Armello Boone, we can see the electrifying potential and athleticism from that young man. Wow.
And in this land, in the atmosphere of college athletics right now, what a luxury it is to have freshmen that are ready to go, ready to make an immediate impact. You know, most coaches are looking at transfer portals, older guys that they can get, bringing in grad transfers, maybe a G League guy. But go with the freshmen, build, player development, get them better.
It's a good approach. I like that, partner.
Yeah.
Easy to go to the portal now, get old, stay old with guys who've been around 4 or 5 stops these days. Sometimes 6th-year players. Not uncommon. Murdoch's, who's been through the ringer with injuries, spinning through traffic, trying to separate with the defense, and the timeout called by Western Kentucky.
I like that timeout from Murdoch's. Your team has the momentum, hustling on the offensive boards. Why not talk it over and get it together? We'll be right back on the other side. 10-point game.
Back in 30. NCAA news and notes here. Ice, Big 12 upset. UCF takes down number 11 Texas Tech. Arizona beat ASU in that rivalry game out in the desert. And how about Travis Steele's Miami Redhawks? The Zerbiaks have done it again.
22-0. The Fighting Wally Zerbiaks.
That was a close game for quite a while. Myers up top. Can't click from deep. Alston the rebound. He's had a big day on the boards. He's got 9 caroms so far. Lands almost had it taken away. Great defense from Myers.
And he is on it, not giving him any space.
And you're right. Great point by you earlier. The half-court defense has just been completely turned up. Second half by Western. Case in point. Tough shot there for Lands. He is fouled. Hit there by Ryan Myers. It is 3 free throws.
Yeah, Lands had been a little quiet the last few minutes. But here on the 3. Yeah, and Myers got him on the elbow. That left elbow is enough to blow the whistle.
3 fouls, Ryan Myers, the grad student guard. And Lands had that tremendous start, scored his team's first 14 points of the game, up to 21 now. 6 of 8 from the free throw line. His career best 24. Came against Kennesaw State this year. Has one more.
Tell you what, I don't know how this game is going to end, but the Blue Raiders are going to look back on the stat sheet and see how many times they got to the free throw line and how many points they left on the court.
13 of 24 as a team today, partner. They average 11.5 made free throws and shoot 69%.
That's the gap in the game.
There we go. It's a lot of misses. Hits to a 3. 8-point game. A lot of time here for Murfreesboro.
Yeah, but they need to pick up the defensive intensity. Hilltoppers have been able to score any which way they wanted to.
Lewis runs the show and is held.
I thought he should have called the last one, to be quite honest. I thought Murdoch's was doing a great job at protecting the ball while also looking to draw the contact.
Fouls on Trey Green, senior guard from Baltimore. Team 6, 1 shy of the 1-1. Bench points are 31-3 for Western today. You heard that right. Unseld. There's Newell, who did not start today. Spin move, free throw line, hits a tough shot. Grant Newell for 2.
That was nasty.
Dagger type
Said his favorite player is Kawhi Leonard. That looked like the call.
That did look a little bit like Kawhi Leonard.
Let me tell you.
Good call. We had a nice chat with him today about that. He loves what Kawhi does. So many different ways. Loof almost traveled. Alston reverse layup for 2.
He is so good along the baseline. Cannot tell you how much of a luxury it is to have a player that's always tiptoeing along the baseline, able to finish in the lane. And he makes himself available every time.
11 points, 9 boards, almost another double-double for Alston. Murdoch's through traffic, leaves for Keita for 2.
Murdoch said, you have a foot on me, so let me give it to you, and then you finish inside.
He's got 7 assists today. He's been awesome. Carter into the corner. There's Lance. He's got 25, his second 3 made, and we've got a timeout. 62-55. Kamari Lance had himself a day. A new career high 25. College basketball on CBS Sports Network is presented by Fresh Pet. Western looking for win 101 in this series. Arch rivals, their 40th on the road head-to-head with Middle Tennessee. Time now, ice for the Geico play of the game. Ball movement, and Middle Tennessee with a nice bucket here.
Yeah, it's Lance along the baseline, and then Alston coming in high flying. And this is the offense that the Blue Raiders started the game with. Attacking that baseline, and then player and ball movement, and the connectivity between Alston and Lance. They really led the force today.
One more board for Torrey Alston. He'll have back-to-back double-doubles. After a really good game against Liberty here on Thursday with 20 and 12. Off the timeout, it's 7. It's anyone's game here. Murdoch's harassed by Green across the timeline. Western known for shooting very quickly in the possession, but when you have a lead, you want to use a 30-second clock, right?
And running their offense has worked today. They have executed well and not turned the ball over. Only 7.
Murdoch's from Keita. 3 to shoot. Runner off the top of the backboard. Stays in bounds for Alston, who has a double-double. That shot was way off. Alston, good positioning, right back to the free throw line, where it's 3 for 10.
Gonna say, besides picking up the fouls, not the worst thing, unfortunately, for Western Kentucky.
$12 points, 10 boards here today. No points outside the paint. 0 for 7 on jumpers for Middle in this game. In the paint, 32 points. And 3 threes. And the free throws we talked about have been a struggle, but they've, well, so 15. 15 free throw points, another miss, another missed opportunity. So interesting stat breakdown for Middle's offense today. Still at 6. 2.5 to go in regulation. They've missed 12 free throws.
Yeah, you do all the hard work and then can't reward yourself.
Murdoch's through traffic. Extra step, but no roll. Loof a hand on it. Loose change, and Green and company. Here's Carter. Alston trails. Green can't click from deep. Lance has the rebound. Fresh 20 with 2 to go in regulation. It's a big possession here for the home team. Newell the hands. Lance, step back. 3 is short. Loof the battle for position. And Boone has got it and is fouled.
How about Keita on the box out? Boone could pursue the board.
Been intense. And fun to watch, as we expected in this rivalry game. Hank Plona said, hey, we're on a 4-game bender here. We've got to get going, win some games. Nick McDevitt knows what this rivalry means.
Yeah, especially after they were up on Kennesaw State in their last game. Up 10 with about 5 minutes to go. And just could not finish the game. Let it slip out of their fingers, so they want to get back in the win column.
Front end miss, Boone, you saw the numbers. 70.6 from the free throw line, but his first trip not successful for Western. Another opportunity for Carter in middle. Under a minute 45 left in regulation. In the corner. By Murdix, there's a steal. Terrion Murdix the theft. Looking for Boone, recovery though from Green. Has got it back for Middle Tennessee.
Great transition defense by the Blue Raiders.
Timeout, Nick McDevitt wants to settle things down, calm the waters. Another enormous possession for Middle Tennessee, down by half a dozen. We're back to the Murph on the Middle Tennessee campus in 60 seconds.
Back here in Murfreesboro, 62-56, Western Kentucky. And here on the steal, it's Whitlock who loses it, but then watch him track back and then get the steal to get it right back. And that's basketball. It moves so quickly that you have to have a short-term memory. And credit to Whitlock for causing the turnover, but then getting back and getting the steal. Trey Green.
Great hustle. See the steal numbers today. So Ice, that 2-point field goal number is so interesting that each coach said would be so important. Western is 15-34, 44% from 2 in this game. Those are the numbers that Hank Lona certainly wants.
Yeah, I know losing 4 games in a row is tough. Well, I don't know it that well, but
probably didn't have much to you, did it?
They've learned. You can tell they've learned.
Green, big 3 in the corner. Oh, that's interesting now. One possession game. 62-59. Wow, huge 3, Trey Green, his 34th triple of the season.
After timeout, execution is so important.
50 seconds and counting, and 62-59 is the score. Western ahead, and the ball 8 to shoot. Murdix hangs, huge shot on the way, can't hit, but follows, that's also off. And it comes to Carter. No timeouts for Middle. Lands.
They need a good shot here. A high percentage look. No need to rush anything.
See the differential. About 9 seconds. Lands beyond the arc. Drives in. Bouncing Alston to the baseline. Trying to stay in bounds. He's fouled. With 7 on the timer at 16.4 on the game clock. However, he is 4 for 12 on the line today.
Lands gets deep into the paint. Little pass to Alston. I tell you what, great job at staying in bounds. The body control.
69% of the year, but wow, it's been a struggle today. 4 of 12. Gets the roll. Fouls on Unseld partner, that's his 4th. Odiahi, who's not seen action in quite a while, also has 4 for Western Kentucky. Unseld out for now. Replaced by Ryan Myers.
Yeah, you need Myers back in the game, a ball handler that can handle the pressure.
It's a rivalry. Expected to be close. Alston misses the second. Big rebound. Kate has got it. Foul Green on Myers just off the bench. He shoots 87% from the line.
Blaze Cada, shout out to the big man, 13 rebounds. And that one might have been the biggest one. No free throw rebounds seem easy, but as the game is winding down and on the line, got to make sure to secure the possession, and he's been big.
For those of you tuning in for the Bradley Drake game, you'll find it streaming free on the CBS Sports app or at cbssports.com/CBSSN as soon as it tips off. We'll get you that game in the Valley immediately after the conclusion of this one in Conference USA. Myers, free throw, he's got it. Off front end of the 1-and-1. Big shot. Now the all-important shot to make it a 2-possession game. First free throw appearance of the day, hits 2 just like that.
Ice in his veins. screens, Rhino.
10 seconds for Carter. Here's Green. It's a three. It's short. Rebounds loose. Cade has got another rebound. His 14th of the game. There's the foul with 3.6 to go. And Western on the verge of breaking a 4-game losing streak.
And it's just a tale of two teams. One team that has rebounded like their life depends on it and made free throws.
A career best 14 rebounds for Blaise Keita, the grad student from Mali, Africa, and transfer from Nebraska. 6 points are a season best. Averages 1.8 points a game. Well, today he has been enormous. Hits the free throw for icing on the cake.
Yeah, to me, his production and then the shooting from Cade Unseld made the difference today for the Hilltoppers. Certainly great to get Boone back, but man, the push from the bench has been exceptional.
Lands from half court. That's it. Beating 150 all time. Western Kentucky and Middle Tennessee goes to the Hilltoppers as they snap a 4-game losing streak. 65-60 is the final. Now for us young and the entire crew, Dave Ryan saying so long. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Coming up next, Bradley and Drake in the Missouri Valley. John Sadak, Trey Demps are standing by on the call. Here at the Murph in Murfreesboro, Western wins by 5.